Hi, my name is Sharon, though I also go by Nocturniquus and Tresdem. I decided to do this little thing called VEDs, which, for those who don't know, is an acronym for Vlog Every Day in September. I mean, I know this isn't exactly a vlog, but I do what I want. It's also a little late, but better late than never. Moving on, a little about me. I am a writer, an avid writer of fan fiction that tends to go to epic length, and, as always, an aspiring novelist. Not only do I love to write, but I love to listen and learn about writing and storytelling and hope to teach it one day myself. I am a reader. I read a mix of fantasy, contemporary, period pieces, but really it's whatever that catches my fancy. Though rarely will I reach for horror, thrillers, or erotica. Not that I have anything against those genres, but they are not my cuppa. Though I will read smut fic, should it meet my standards, but that's how it goes. I am an academic. I love to learn about various topics, and big in higher education for 6 years, with a master's to prove it. I think I kind of have a knack. Although I haven't done it in quite some time. Currently I hold a master's degree in Asian studies, have some Japanese, though very little, and consider myself a very minor cultural anthropologist. Also I love to analyze. We'll get into that a little later. I also love to sing, but don't worry, I won't torture your ears with it. Though I might do some vlogs of a sort, where I'm singing, but they shall be forewarned. And I'm a fangirl. I'm proud. There's nothing wrong with loving what you love and loving it hard, and that is what I do, which you'll probably see over the course of a month. Now on to the stuff I'm digging right now. For books, we have Atlas Shrugged, a thick book with tiny font and intriguing. I'm still not sure what to make of it, except that the characters are interesting, but it's very much a product of its time. The Wise Man's Fear, a sequel to The Name of the Wind. Patrick Rothfuss has a way of writing that just draws you right in, and I really get into the story and the characters. In fact, the characters always draw me in. If characters are really good, they can cover a multitude of sins. So I really want to dink both in the ear. Wicked. I'm not so much digging it as I have an ongoing fascination with it, and I plan to one day really sit down and talk about my Wicked feels, which are complicated at best. I haven't really seen the musical, but I adore the music, so I feel when I do get to it, I'll try to talk about both the best I can. For games? Yoshi's New Island. Brain fluff, cotton candy. It can get pretty hard at times if you don't use the golden wing cheat, and my jumping position isn't the best. But what I like about this game is finding hidden secrets and popping out eggs. What I hate about it though are the vehicle levels and the repetitive music. I think they could have jazzed it up a little bit. Luigi's Mansion. Curse the Dark Moon. Again, I really like the secrets, though mostly I'm playing this now because I'm following along with Chugga Conroy's Let's Play, which is one of the few LPs I can actually follow along with. I love the way he talks about things. For me, this is another brain fluff game, though aiming can be hard, and it's another thing I'm not really good at. Pokemon Go. Though living in a rural area does not make it particularly fun, still I give it my best. I don't have many Pokemon yet, and I'm still at level 3, but maybe once I catch more, I can actually become decently moderate, if not the very best. Animal Crossing, New Leaf. Actually, I need to get back to this game. I've had it for a long time, but haven't been on it. It's a super fun game, and I love the characterizations of the animals, but I have so much stuff I don't know what to do with half of it, and it's frustrating. Still, I need to get back before Croc leaves. Oh, Croc, my love, don't abandon me, you grumpy-ass frog. For podcasts that I'm into, Story Wonk. If you love stories and love to hear about them talked about, this is the podcast for you. They're currently talking about and dissecting the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Buffy, Angel, Veronica Mars, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and they do a lot of stuff on Outlander, both the series and the books, and the Scott and Sassenach. Truly they are Marvel and you should check them out. Writing excuses. 15 minutes long because you're in a hurry and sometimes we go over. This is a great writing podcast helmed by Brandon Sanderson, Mary Cowell, Howard Taylor, and Dan Wells. If you ever want to write, be it fan fiction or whatever, this is the podcast worth listening to. They talk about everything from story structure to characterization, plotting, planning, elements of writing. It's the best writing advice out there. If you're pursuing genre fiction, it's in your best interest to give it a listen. Stuff you missed in history class. If you like history, especially things you may not have heard before, this is a great podcast to listen to. The ladies behind it are charming and funny, and though the commercials are a thing, they at least sound authentic, and that makes a little commercialization go a long way. And hey, who doesn't want to make a buck? Anyway, if you like neat, obscure history, give them a listen. Links will be down in the doobly-doo. For shows that I'm into, the Murdoch Mysteries. I'm in season 3 and so far mostly good. I want to talk about this in the VEDs, so I won't get into this here. Suffice to say, it's brain comfort food, even if it's a little eye-rolly at times. Silver Spoon, a wonderful little anime that's harder than it looks and funnier than it seems, based off a manga by Hiroma Arakawa, who also wrote Fullmetal Alchemist. It's a slice of life, but the characters are great and the story itself is compelling. Also, some of the guys are really hot. I'll probably get into my favorite anime one day, and so I'll talk more about it then. Steven Universe. Who doesn't love this show? Wait, don't answer that. What I know is that a lot of people do, and I'm no exception. I follow along from episode to episode, and have even stepped a tentative toe into the meta. What I love about Steven Universe is the complex characters and things they go through, and how they deal, cope, communicate, and grow. Also the humor. Gotta love the humor. Just lately I heard Summingbird, a Let's Player, say, "Hold the phone. I'll give the phone to me," in a playthrough of Kirby, and grin like a loon. And, well, I sorta kinda like that little manga called One Piece. No, I really like it. No, I really, really like it. The manga far more so than the anime. It's super long, but the most complex, interesting, hilarious, bittersweet, happy, sad, amazing thing you will ever read. It's the topmost ranking manga in Japan and has been for quite a few years, and if you know it, it's easy to see why. The characters are complex, the relationships are complex, the world is huge and lived in, with situations going on that the main characters aren't even aware of. The story is wonderful and creative. I've never laughed out loud so much in a manga, and never cried so much at it too. You will tear up over a doodle, I swear to God. But yes, One Piece is basically my go-to for pretty much everything. I've compiled massive amounts of fanfiction for it, with huge word counts, because that's what I do, and I'm currently working on an ongoing meta-series that explores every nook and cranny of the story, breaking it apart to see what's there. I've been working on it for 3 years, intermittently mind, and I've just got to the second part of Whiskey Peak, which for those who don't know is roughly the very beginning of a very long middle. I would encourage everyone to give this manga a read. Don't let the length of it daunt you. It's well worth it. It's well worth the watch, too, though Toei Animation, the company that produces it, has gotten a bit slipshod for a while now, and the pacing and animation is fair to mildly terrible, so I always say go for the manga, especially if you like nuance. Well, that about covers it for me, I guess. Hopefully tomorrow's will be actually up in time, but who knows. If you have any questions, comments, or whatever, shoot them my way, or if you want to find me on my Twitter or Tumblr, links are in the doobly-doo as well. I suppose, though, the only thing left to say is ciao for now, and don't forget to be awesome.